Alright, we all good? Oh, already lagging. That's a problem. Okay, we're good. Looks like we're alright. Everybody hear me okay? I know I ask that every time, but I've had so much trouble with streams that I just want to make sure so I don't start doing it and then 10 minutes later, oh, just so you know, the sound's not working. That's usually not good, so I'm just kind of hoping that you guys can hear me. Nice. Yep, Noah's a cool name. I'm glad that it's my name. You can hear me? Awesome. Alright, then we're going to be going for about 10 minutes. I was planning on doing 20 minutes of Q&A to start, but I had to do some delays, and I was playing with my dog outside and stuff, so got a little bit behind. But we're just going to do Q&A for 10 minutes, and then at 4 o'clock when it was scheduled to start, when people were trying to initially watch, paint scheme creations, that's what we're going to try and work on here. So just for 10 minutes, feel free to ask me some questions about schemes or myself or the channel or whatever you want, and we can, we can try to do it. Can try and give you guys some answers, but yeah, there's not a ton to really talk about until we get the scheme creating underway. So feel free to ask some questions, like I said, and we will get it underway. Every time that YouTube welcome to the chat community guideline thing comes up, I always think somebody sent a chat and then it's not there, and I'm like, what am I looking for? And then it's the YouTube thing, and it's like, can we please just get only user chat, not the YouTube auto-generated, because it's so frustrating. This stream is definitely a little bit behind. Definitely a little behind. Yep, that's actually why I'm named Noah as well, the biblical name. Yep, Noah's Ark. Trust in God, that's why I'm named Noah. Oh, something just glitched. Nope, never mind. We're okay. We are okay, I think. Trying to see how close the streamer is, because for a little bit it was a little behind. Little behind. Are we working? I don't even know if it's working. We got bad connection right now. I'm going to change the network, hopefully, out real quick. Alright, we doing alright? I think that this may not be working. Yeah, it's freezing on me too, yep. Seems like it's doing better now. I'm watching it, so I can kind of see what's going on, at least from technically a viewer's end. Obviously, it's my internet, so I can't really have a test to see if it's the internet or not. But it looks like it's working okay now, because I just changed my PC's Wi-Fi network to the stronger one. Because once it sucks up all the internet, you have to switch it. So every now and then we'll be switching the internet on the stream, just so that it doesn't crash completely. So hopefully it works okay. Should be doing alright. I don't know, but it should be doing okay. Exactly. I don't know if it's my Wi-Fi or if it's your glitches. I can't read. You don't know if it's your Wi-Fi or my glitches. Yep. Yeah, I don't even know if it's my glitches. I think it's my glitches, actually, because I can see even the streaming software right there is struggling just a little bit. So, I mean, we've lost 10% of the frames in the 3 minutes we've been streaming, so we've definitely got something going on here. It seems to be working all right. Yeah, it's definitely better. Let me know if it's better. Other than it lagging on me, let me know if you guys are doing okay, because I honestly don't know if it's working or not. Let's take a look. Trying to figure out what's wrong here. Sorry, the good thing we started 10 minutes early before we started painting, because this is not working terribly. What if I close Chrome for now just to let it get caught up? Will that help? Better? Okay. Trying to move around just to see how far behind it is. I'll wait till it catches up and then I'll answer the question. Why is this not working at all? Yeah, going in and out, I see. It's working right now? Is it really? How far behind? Oh, hold on, let me click on this. Okay, somebody send a chat and I'm going to read it out loud and then just tell me how far behind it is. It looks like it was doing okay. That should be better. Hi. Oh, sorry, I was not paying attention. I think I may have fixed it, so I was trying to do that. Oh, here, let's do this. Okay, that should fix it. I just did some encoding stuff so that it streams faster but less quality. So that should look better. So now that we've wasted 6 minutes of Q&A time, 24 seconds, wow. Am I ready for the 500? Boy, am I ever. If there's ever a period of time that you would be waiting for the Daytona 500, it's a COVID decade. I've been saying it's a COVID year, but I mean, hence the fact that it's now carried from 2019 to 2020 to 2021. It's really a COVID decade at this point. So, really, COVID decade, you can't get any more excited during a COVID decade than the Daytona 500. So, I'm personally really excited for it. Obviously, it's going to be 4 years since Kurt won it, so hopefully he can do it again. Especially if this is his last year, I really would love to see him win it one more time. Yes, exactly. Who isn't ready for the 500? It's been too long. I just wish we could go year-round. I don't think we could, but I mean, I wish we could. Is that working right now? It seems like it's a lot better, like way more caught up. We're getting 2,700 kilobytes per second. It was at like 300. So that's like 8 times faster or whatever than it was before, so it should be working pretty well. Yeah, I saw that. You're waiting for the 500. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are joining the Discord. I think that a lot of you guys are enjoying it. Yeah, so if you guys want to, you'll see that we've obviously rebranded the channel to IronXiron instead of Iron Racer 41. One, because it's shorter, and two, because I just think it sounds a little cleaner to have not the number and everything in there. And Kurt's the 1 car, not the 41 anymore, so it doesn't really make as much sense to be the Cole Custer fan when I'm actually a Kurt Busch fan. So we're going to do IronXiron from now on, but you'll see on the channel art we still have the Iron Racer 41 render of the race car because I did not update yet. So if you guys would like to, draw something on pen and paper and then like fax it or scan it and then put it into the Discord, feel free to do that. You can also do a digital artwork, make a channel art. I'm going to pick the best one that's submitted to my Discord, and then I'm going to use it as my channel art for a few weeks or months, and we'll see. Well, I appreciate, one, that you think that they're cool-looking paint schemes. How do I make them? We're going to find out today. Actually, that's what the stream is. So I guess that's kind of a teaser, but it's a lot easier to just show you guys than it is to stream it. or than it is to explain it. So I'm just gonna stream it and show you guys how I do it. So basically, you can watch yesterday's stream for how I render them. That's in the unlisted streams playlist down on my channel page. So you can find the Blender tutorial, not really a tutorial, but a live stream just to see how the rendering works. So I have a 3D scene and I can do textures and lighting and everything and objects to make it look cooler. And so there's a whole bunch of stuff on there that allows me to kind of render it and put it in a scene and make it look 3D. But it starts off with GIMP, which is what we're going to use today and we've used for most of the streams, is just painting it in 2D, and then I just kind of texture wrap onto the car. So hopefully that kind of explains it really quickly. Probably going to wait 1 or 2 minutes before we actually start making the car. I'm not even sure what I'm going to make. Who's my least favorite driver? Ooh. Good question. Kevin Harvick has topped the line of least favorite drivers for a long time. And I just don't see him ever getting replaced there. I don't see him ever being replaced. I think he'll be my all-time least favorite driver forever, and until he retires, he'll be my least favorite driver. There's almost no beating Kevin Harvick, in my opinion. It's just, I don't like him. I'm not a fan of him at all. So, I mean, you guys can like him. I can't stand the dude. You've probably seen, well, I shouldn't say probably, but you may have seen my NASCAR Inference series before. That was a hilarious video. I put a little picture of Kevin Harvick in his Xfinity Series fire suit. Yeah, I'm glad that some people are agreeing with me. But I took a picture of Kevin Harvick in his Hunt Brothers Xfinity fire suit, put a background picture of Kevin Harvick and Ross Chastain in that Darlington race, and the next thing you know, I put an arrow, big red arrow. I'm trying to draw an arrow. And there was a Kevin Harvick picture pointing with an arrow to "can't handle getting beat." And I just find that thumbnail so hysterical. I was so ticked off at Kevin Harvick for ruining Ross's race and then blaming it on Ross. And for those of you who don't know, I recently proclaimed that Ross is now my second favorite driver. So, yeah, I mean, I cannot stand Kevin Harvick. Cannot stand the dude. Yeah, I'm not really one that hates on drivers because they win a lot. It's more personality and driving style that I don't like. So Logano, I definitely don't appreciate him too much just because of his Martinsville move. But he's a great personality, so I'm kind of neutral on Logano. Kevin Harvick, he's a dirty driver. You saw it with Kyle Busch at Martinsville. He wrecked him. Obviously, he had a lot of wins, but the only reason it frustrated me is because I don't like him as a driver, not as a successful driver. So I don't really care if they're successful or not. It's just a matter of if they're successful when they are, it's a matter of, do I like them before they're a winner or not? I just got home from school. That's awesome. Yeah, so we're going to do some paint schemes in just a moment. I see that we've only got 3 people on right now, so I want to let a few people join in, and then we'll get started. So probably 2 more minutes. I said like 3 minutes at 4 o'clock. Now we're making it 5 minutes. But I just want to let some people get in there. Just so you guys can see what's going on. And yeah, so we've done this before, obviously, but it's kind of fun to kind of do it over and over and see some different styles and techniques that I can use, because I don't use all my techniques in every paint scheme. Yeah, Logano did a good job in 2018. He was the playoff champion. I just don't like how he wrecked Truex in 2018. But I don't know. I was actually at Joey Logano's first Daytona 500 race win. That was the first time that I went to the Daytona 500, the only time so far. And so, yeah, I mean, if you guys have seen that race, it was an alright race. Not the best Daytona 500, but, I mean, for the first one that you've ever been to, it's just cool to see it. I've only been to one restrictor plate race, so the fact that I've only seen one in person makes it exciting to see in the first place, no matter how exciting or how wreckfest it is. I don't actually really think wreckfests are that great. I actually enjoy just the 3-wide racing, the on edge, but being able to still compete. So, yeah, I mean, it's not terrible to see some wrecks every now and then, but that's not what makes it entertaining. And I think I'm not super rare in being a person who likes races that aren't filled with wrecks. I think I'm about to have the hiccups. That's going to be really, really fun during a live public stream on YouTube. So hopefully God will bless. Oh, I'm not looking up, I'm looking at the camera. And I won't have to deal with that. Yeah, yeah, you're definitely going to want to take your son to a race. That's a big experience, is going to the NASCAR race. My first was at 2012 New Hampshire, the playoff race. Hamlin ended up winning that one. Ended up getting one diecast that day. It was the FedEx Freight car. Guess which car won the race? I always thought that was kind of cool. Um, but yeah, I mean, oh, I just bonked the chair that the computer's sitting on. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's a great experience to go to Darlington, or not Darlington, to a race in general. Darlington I've never been to. The two tracks that I want to go to the most up next that I haven't been to is Darlington and Martinsville. I really want to go to Darlington and Martinsville like you would not believe, because I think those are my two favorite tracks that I've never been to. Um, Obviously, that's why I want to go to those two. Maybe they wouldn't be as good in person, but I think they would be. So I'm just hoping that we can see those. Um, but yeah, the Daytona Night Race in 2002. That I don't remember even who won that one. I didn't start watching until 2010 Atlanta, so I don't know all of these races. But yeah, that's cool that you've been to Daytona for the night race. Darlington is better in person. That's awesome. Yeah, I'll hopefully get to go there someday. I've been to the Bristol night race. That's my favorite track. I decided that the spring race of that year that Bristol was my favorite track. And of course I go there and I met Kurt and I saw him win. And I got a whole bunch of stuff signed. And it was a fantastic I can't and it was a fantastic race. So, very exciting. Oh, Biffle won. Huh. That's cool. So, yeah, I mean, we're going to probably get things going now with the paint scheme design, because we have been doing some Q&A. I'm going to keep looking at the chat, but we're going to design some paint schemes. So let's Okay, we're back. We are back. I turned off the mic somehow, which is so weird because I wasn't even in the streaming software. Okay, can you guys hear me now? Sorry about that. If you guys can hear me now, that would be awesome because I think I fixed it. Did it shut it off again? No, it's still going. Okay, cool. Now it seems like the stream is lagging though. No? It's alright. It looks okay. You can hear me. Cool. Alright, so now that my mic is not muted anymore, do you guys want me to do a... Let me look at the list again. I already forgot because I was doing tech stuff. Do we want to do Harrison Burton in the Dex 11? Do we want to do Bubba's 23XI car? It's actually the 32. Do we want to do... let's see. We could do Ross in the 42. What do we want to do? Okay, you can still hear it? Awesome. Harrison Burton. Alright, first answer gets to choose. So we're going to do Harrison Burton. I'm going to open up the Camry temp. Yes, I do call it a temp. I don't know how many people do that, but I call it a temp for template. Just shorten the word. Then Ross. Well, I don't know that we're going to do multiple. We may only do one. Because a lot of these do take about an hour to do, roughly. So it depends on what you want to do. Because sometimes they'll be really quick, sometimes they're not. So, like usual, I want to give credit to Lefty. Lefty Designs, Noah Sweet. He's really awesome at these templates. So obviously you can see we've got the Camry logo I stole from the back bumper. I did change a few things on here just to make it fit my screen a little better. Or my desires a little better, I guess. But he has all the next gen stuff on here. And so since this is 2022, I'm using his next gen template, even though it's a Gen 6 body on the 3D. It looks like a next gen car enough. Like you can see up here, the splitter is next gen, so it's all pretty cool. We may do Austin Dillon. We'll probably do Harrison Burton and then Austin Dillon if we have time, but I just don't know because obviously I've been doing tech issues for almost half an hour now, so I just want to make sure this works. Larson maybe. So we're going to start off with Harrison Burton, and then we'll see where it takes us. So let's open up the scheme right here. What do we want to do for a blackout? I think that'll work. Actually, let's do a full blackout on the windows. Let's do a white base. Let's see. How's that working? That look pretty good? I think that looks fantastic. Just for the base color. A white Dex imaging. Now this is going to be the number 11, not the 20. Like I said, we did a fantasy roster. Harrison Burton replaced Hamlin when Hamlin went to his own team. So let's see, Denny, Hamlin, because obviously Burton isn't actually in the 11, so I got to look up the Hamlin 11 logo. You won't see me looking it up. I'm just doing Google searches to find the logos. So I'll be back in just a moment to the, to the image editor. We'll get to making the paint scheme. Oh, where is my, there it is. I was going to say, did somebody delete the 11 I always use from Google? But it's right here. Let's see. There we go. Alright, it only took a long time for it to load, but we're all good. So you can see now we've got our 11 logo. I'm just going to remove the background. Whoops. Maybe I'll just do it this way. That'll work. And now what we're going to do is grab our orange and probably give it a black outline, because this is Dex imaging. It's not going to be FedEx. Give it a red filling. Ooh, that looks pretty sharp. I like that. Ooh. Ooh. This is gonna be good. I don't remember the last time that the 11 was like red. Probably when they had the different colors for FedEx and they had the freight. The sport clips sometimes, but not like traditionally red. I don't know that the 11 was ever really red. There we go. There's our 11 logo. You're lagging? Am I the only one that isn't seeing lag? Because it doesn't look so bad to me. Hold on. Trying to see if there's an issue. Nope. Stream is doing great. Okay, it's going now. You guys should be able to see stuff happening at this point. Yep, there we go. You guys should see stuff now. Alright, it should be okay. Can you guys still hear me? I'm going to keep working, but let me know if you can't hear me. Let's see. I think I got an idea already, which is weird because usually I don't have them that quick. I'm actually going to put the paint scheme on first. Let's add a new layer. Oh, don't make that invisible. New layer. And we're going to grab our pen tool. Here we go. Good now? Awesome. What number? 41. We'll still do 41 for the car number. I should have put that in the assets. That would have been a good idea. Pick whatever font you want. I'm going to do this. And then what we're going to do is grab, I don't remember how I was going to do this. I think it was going, oh yeah, that's what I was going to do. We're going to fill it in like this. Oh, here, let's do it this way. Gradient. Trying to figure out where I want this gradient to be. Make it a little bit like that. No, see, I'm so out of focus right now as far as what I want to do. I think we're going to do that. Yes. That is perfection. Ooh. Ooh. If we did a white outline here to give it some contrast. Oh, I'm a fan of that. The black into the, not next gen, the Dex imaging. See, they have EX, so it sounds like Dex or next gen. Start with the EX sound in the first word. So, just whatever, I'm rambling. So what do we think of that? That's not terrible, is it? I think what I'm going to do now is create a new layer. We're just going to do some cool little jagged stripes in here. Kind of give it this little angry effect. And then we're just going to fill it in with some grayish black. And that should look really sharp, like really sharp. And then we are going to do this. Dog's barking, sorry about that. Don't even know if you can hear it, but if you can, I'm sorry. That's Zoe. Going incredibly insane, probably about a leaf or something. Wouldn't surprise me. Alright, I'm glad you like that. More where that came from. Oh, what if we did some white on this too? Oh, there we go. That's what we're going to do. That is what we are going to do. Ooh. Oh my goodness. This is going incredibly well so far. If I make it bigger, that could look cool. Just trying to figure out how I want to do this. Like usual, brainstorming while I work. Part of the design process is thinking of how to do the design. What if I did something like that, just to kind of feather that away? Select feather by 55 pixels. Delete that. That should look pretty good. There we go. That should look pretty sharp. Dex Imaging is the sponsor. Trying to go for a pretty unique look, if that's a good word for it. And now I think what I'm going to do is add a new layer. Whoops. I always click that little eyeball icon trying to do my new layers. And we're just going to do that. There we go. That should look pretty freaking sharp. Gonna just sit back and look at it for a moment to see what we think of it, because obviously it is a little different than what you'd be used to. Actually, what if I do this? Oh, I kind of like that better. What do we think of that? And then if we get rid of this, oh, that didn't work. And this and this. Nope. So this is going to have to be red. There we go. That'll work. I think. I believe. I may have to scrap this design. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Too random. Just kind of looks like I stuck some gradient rectangles, rotated them, and skewed them. Which is what I did, but I mean, it just looks too bizarre to me. Oh shoot, I didn't do it right. Didn't do it right. Okay, so where's our car numbers? So these need to go up top. Sorry guys, I gotta start this paint scheme over because it looks awful. Just looks terrible. Maybe if I did this. I'm just trying something. It's what we always do though. We're always trying something, whether it's like trying something creative or something, I don't know, but we're always trying something, aren't we? Like now that I think about it, that's actually true. So let's do it this way. What if we did it there? And then bring this over here. Just give it that cool little angular effect. And then what we can do is that and that and that I'm just going to go along the roof rail, make it kind of like a divider until we get to the corner of the roof where we're just going to put a little cut in the shape of the design. That works okay. What do we like about this? If I do black right there, that could look kind of cool. Or what if we did a black base with white right there? That could be kind of cool, if we're being honest right here. Ooh, that is pretty. Yep, I like that. I like that. You guys like that? Stream is so far behind. Maybe I'm behind. Nope, I'm live on my watching of the stream. Gonna have to do a little bit more with this. Give it a little bit more whitish look to it. And then probably do something like this. There we go, that looks a little better, I think. Here, we'll just do this. There we go. Scale of 1 to 10, how hard is it making NR 2003 paint schemes? Making the paint scheme is not that hard, it's the thinking of an idea. Like right now you've seen that I've been going for probably 10-15 minutes trying to create this paint scheme, and I've done like 10 different layers and deleted them all, and now I've started over trying something different because it just hadn't worked for me. So we'll see what I can pull off. See, I'm trying some different color combos because I don't know that I really like the black base, it just seems too stealthy. But if I do this and then make the 11 white with a black, see, I like that. I like that a lot, actually. There we go. And then we're going to do a black outline. Ooh, I'm tempted to stick with that. What do we like about that, and what do we not like about that? You like that? Cool. Awesome. Yeah, I think we're going to go with that as our basic idea. And then once we put our Dex imaging logos on there, we might be able to try something different. Oh, here's an idea. See right here, you've got your little kind of, it's the side vent for the arrow, but I think we could use that as a tool for the paint scheme, don't you? Like we could do some sort of here we go. There's an idea. Just trying things out, because that's how you make it work. Okay, so we're going to probably do a light gray here. Just give it some minor detail. See, I kind of like that. Just giving it a little bit of minor detail, and it looks pretty good. Let's see. There we go. Probably make it an even lighter gray. Just enough that you can barely see it. Like, I like that. That looks sharp. That looks really sharp. And then we can do the same thing over here. And this is so far behind on the live playback on the stream. It's just so far behind. Make it a little bit darker and give it this kind of shadowish look. And I think that'll make it look really kind of clean looking in a way. What if we just did a clean black? There we go, I like that. Bring it down. Bring it over here. Snapping to grid too much. I can't quite make it work, but it's working okay, I guess. Ooh, I like that a lot. Yeah, it kind of does look like Bubba's 2311 Toyota car, but I mean, I'm not sure it looks enough like it. Here, actually, let me look at it because I want to make sure that it doesn't look too much like it. I'm going to Google it just to see what might look different. '23XI Toyota paint scheme Bubba Wallace. See if we can load it up and see what it looks like. I've obviously seen it. I just want to make sure that I do it different enough. Okay, so that's what they did. So it definitely is very similar to what they did for the '23XI car. I'm going to have to do a little more detail to make it look different. Ooh, there's an idea. Just adding more. Now let's add some red. Select grow by 10. Ooh, that is looking way better. There we go. That should work fairly well. There we go. Let's give it a little bit of white here. Whoops. Do that color. Oh, you guys aren't too far behind anymore. That's awesome. It's catching up, which is fantastic, because now you guys can kind of see what's going on. And there we go. And it's not even going to make it over there, so we won't even bother filling in the gray right there. Boom. And then we'll make another little black shadow to it. Yepper. This is going to work pretty well, I think. I believe. Why is it not filling? I don't understand. Did I do something wrong? Oh, it probably didn't move it. that the problem? Oh, I see. I see. I got you. That's what the problem was. I like that. I think that's looking really sharp. Really sharp. Kind of literally too, because it's obviously got the heavy amount of sharp little needle looking things. Let's give it some red on the roof, and we're just going to do the same color for the roof. We're just going to do that. Obviously this is going to be filled in with white. Yep, I am a fan of that. I am a fan of that. What do you guys think of it? We're going to do something on the hood too. Let's actually do that now while I'm thinking about it. Because, like Hampton Connor said, we definitely do have a little bit of an issue with it looking like the 23XI, like same colors and everything, so we want to fix that. But I think I know what to do. Oh, I just smacked my arm onto the table. There we go, that looks alright. Now we're going to fill that with some red. Grow by 10. Select that and fill it in. And so what's unfortunate about the streams is that I can't capture all, I mean I could capture all the windows, but then it would just be messy. So you can't see, like when I hit select, you can't see me clicking the grow the selection button or the invert or something. And so it's hard for you guys to really know what's going on. But when I'm in the main window, I love doing this for you guys because you can see what it really is happening. Oh, yes. Let's just do it like this. And we'll just get rid of that and then duplicate it. So like when I select colors for this, you guys can't even see that happening. So that's frustrating, but it's the best I can do right now because I am not a pro streamer. The way you guys have enjoyed them, I feel like I am a pro streamer, but I am not by any stretch of imagination a pro streamer. I just am grateful that you guys enjoy them enough to keep coming back and enjoying them and requesting them in for some of you. So I really like that. Yeah, pattern on the hood. Yep, we're going to do something. Ooh, yeah, let's do it on this side of the gray. That'll work. There we go. Starting to make something happen. Ooh, yes. Starting to work. Yep, that's what we're going with for the hood so far. May change something, but I just don't know if I want to on the hood of this thing. You just kinda gotta go for it. Hope it works. Oh, there's an idea. What if I create a new layer? And just go straight up, remove that and that from the selection. select grow by 1 pixel, just enough so there's no like gaps of white invading the paint scheme. My goodness, this stream is like a minute behind. Like, I'm serious. I just finished making a duplicate stripe for the hood, and you guys are still stuck watching other stuff. Like me making the first stripe. I'm still working on that. That's frustrating that it's so slow. I don't know why. I'm going to try and mess with some settings here. Working on something on the, oh, that's why I'm on audio. Let's see. There we go. Apply that. Hopefully that fixes it a little bit. But I just don't know if it will. I don't really like those stripes down the hood though. They don't work. Let's do... Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to do. There we go. That should work pretty well. Now they're not big enough though. I'm not going to do these little stripes. They just don't work for me. They look kind of bizarre. On a mostly white and red car, to put those black stripes, I don't think it'll work. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't see how it would work. I think we may just leave it like this and put our logos on, because obviously we are going to have hood logos. What do you guys think so far? We're getting close to being done with this car. And so, I'm sorry if I ask, how does it look so much? Because I'm not really looking for it looks good. I'm looking for honest feedback to make it look better if it doesn't. Because otherwise I'm basically just going out and humiliating myself, looking like a terrible designer. And I don't think that I am, I just think that it looks like that if I put together a terrible design, even just one time. So I'm trying to make sure that I put something good together here. I don't think I'm going to have stripes on there. I think we're just going to leave it the way it is. I think we're about done actually with this car. We'll probably be done for the day on streams. Well, we're actually probably going to stream some Among Us tonight. I've only played that game once, and I was terrible. Let's see. I just realized I say let's see a lot when I work on these cars, like a heck of a lot. I say that. Let's see, let's see, let's see. I don't know if that's just something that designers say when they're working on stuff, but I feel like I say it way too much. Hopefully I don't. Because if I do, it's probably really annoying. Oh, it did do it. Okay. did I do wrong on this thing? Oh, is that the problem? There we go, that looks better. Like, by a lot. What time will it be? I'm not sure. The next stream is probably it's obviously gonna be after I'm done with dinner. My chair is squeaking so much right now. That's really annoying. I'm just so quiet right now. I feel like it's such awkward silence. Such awkward silence. That's why I'm talking about the awkward silence, is to end it. Just make it have some sound during the stream. It's been really quiet. I woke up so early this morning. I woke up at like, I don't remember if it was 4 or 4:30. I can tell by how light it is outside. And it wasn't too light, but it was light enough that it wasn't like 2 in the morning. But it was definitely not bright out. So I know it was probably around 4:30. So it was definitely not fun to have that much tiredness all day. Oh, I gotta fix this too. Gotta fix this. Gotta delete right here. There we go. That should look pretty good, because then we can, you know, fix the oh no, I don't have to do that. Let's just do this. My attempt here is to make it so that I can put some sort of a design on the back, but not have to worry about it too much. So where does that line up? That lines up at the top of that, right there on the tail light. Now let's just delete all of, oops. All of that, and then skew it this way, just enough so it's straightened out. Bring it over here. Ooh, that is not bad at all. Beautiful. Looks incredible in my opinion. Tim Hortons Cup Series is on. How you doing, man? Cool. So we've got this working. Let's see. I'm gonna have to do a box on the Toyota logo. It's not going to be super filled in. It's just going to be a little bit sort of transparent so that you can just enough read the Toyota logo without having an issue. There we go. Actually, oh yeah, let's do that actually. Let's remove that from the selection as well. And now we can fill it in. It's a really small little Toyota box. And that looks really sharp on the back bumper. Let's see. If I do, see, I said it again. Let's see. I say that all the time. I almost did it again. I was just thinking about it, and that's why I didn't say it, but almost said it. Managed to avoid doing so. I have to shrink that way down. Actually, let's just get rid of the imaging part on this. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, there we go. I messed up my scaling. There we go. And then we can make that white, and that should look really nice on the back. Oh, it is cropped to content. Well, that's an issue. We don't want it to be cropped to content if it's like that. We want it to be cropped to content like that. Almost dropped the mic. Sorry, that was a loud noise. Not really dropped the mic, but like almost made an issue with the mic. Like knocked it over, I guess is what I would call it. I bumped it. Made a mistake with hitting it because the mouse is right next to the microphone. So when I move my hand to the keyboard, then there's your problem. I like this. Yepper. We are done with this paint scheme. We are done. We just gotta work on it. We're gonna do our render like usual. So don't leave yet. We're gonna see how it looks. We're actually gonna render with Blender today, so you guys can see it. I'm not actually gonna do the rendering because you won't be able to see the window happening anyway. But I'm gonna show you guys a Blender render. And then should be able to make something happen. Why? Oh, it's a minute behind for me. I'm watching it a minute behind, that's why. Okay, so you guys are seeing it pretty close to live. You're not that far behind like I thought you were. I like it. I think it looks fantastic at the moment. Obviously it's pretty simple, but I think it looks sharp. Not bad at all. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the foul language either. I'm just sitting here kind of looking at it, seeing if there's anything else I want to do to it. Is there anything else we want to do to it? Or is it all good? I think it looks pretty sharp. Like, it looks clean, simple. I think that's how we're going to finish it, right here. Finish it off. Alright, I'm going to save this before I lose it, actually. Don't crash on me, please. Don't crash on me. It's not responding. That's the first step in it crashing. Oh, it didn't crash. How about that? Now we're going to export to 11burton.tga. Oh, that's awesome. That is absolutely fantastic. Okay, can you guys hear me? I think we're back working on this stuff. It just isn't going at the moment. We're about to see. Okay, you can hear me. Cool. Yeah, we're still live. It died, like the whole streaming crashed, but I managed to restart before the stream ended. So we're still going, and we are going to get GIMP loading. Now we're actually close to live again, which is fantastic. Oh, here. Let's just close this. And so let's see. There it is, our Harrison Burton 11 car. I actually forgot to make the back window invisible right there. I'm not even going to put a name there. I haven't been doing it for this car set. 11burton.tga. So you guys like the scheme? We're about to render it, whether we like it or not, but I'm just curious, do you guys like it? Alright, going black again on the screen. You'll have it back to having something in just a moment. But we're going to load up Blender and we're going to render this thing. Let's see. Okay, cool. We got that loaded. Hold on. We're about to change windows. That's why you're not seeing anything. There you go. Now you got your render scene. And we are going to put the new car on there. Oh, clicked the wrong thing. Camaro, make that invisible, make that invisible. And then the other car, make that invisible and that invisible. Just switching our manufacturer here. Now what we can do is take our Camry and change the texture to that, and we're going to go to this pretty fun, I would say, pretty fun little paint scheme. Load it in. Hopefully it doesn't crash. Probably is right now as we speak. Yep, it's crashing. Glad you like it. Glad that you think it looks great. There we go. Oh, it's in. How about that? That is our car. That is our render. Actually, I bet that I could make this happen. I bet you could see the rendering process. I did it. You guys can see the render now. Yes, I am feeling very proud. Now you're about to see the render. It's going to do it all by itself. So all I did was click the render image, and there you go. It just does it all by itself. So if you were wondering last night how we did it, that's all you do is just click the render button, and it renders it all by itself. And so then all I have to do is go to here, image, save as, Burton. Here, let's do 11 Burton R1 for render 1. There we go. And now we're also going to render the other camera angle. So we're going to close that. You guys are going to see nothing from a... Oh, it just goes back to it. How about that? It goes back all by itself. Oh. And then what we're going to do is switch to camera alternate. Oh no, we're on the alternate. Okay. There we go. And that's our other scene that we have for our camera. But I am going to rotate it just a little bit so that we can see a little bit more of this and have a little less walling here. So I'm actually going to save. I should be what? See, like I said, this thing is so far behind that I have no idea what you're talking about. Because I said something probably, but I have no idea what I'm talking about. So I should be something, but I don't know what it is. Okay, so now we're going to do render image. And I'm going to switch it back to the render. Oh, it's already doing it. How about that? I think, right? There we go. Now it's going to render for you guys. I think. Should be able to do that. No, it's not doing it. There we go. Okay, now you can see it. Oh, it already rendered by the time I got it loaded. But you can see this is what the render page looks like, and it's just very simple. So it's not really that exciting. The most exciting part is using the 3D software. And there we go. We've got our render for both angles. Now if we want to put it in on here, I'm going to turn off the window capture, and I'm just going to add in an image slideshow. And then we are going to choose the image files. Oh, can I not choose them like this? I thought I could choose them. I'm sorry. I'm trying to show you guys the final renders here. I'm doing it in a terrible way, like turning things off. I called it render 3. Whatever. That should work. No? Yes? No? Okay, I guess it didn't. Working on it. Hopefully you guys can see this thing, these renders. There we go. And now we're going to do this one and this one. Oh, I can only do one at a time. Okay. There's one render. There you go. Those are our two renders. So we've got the first one here with our wood flooring, and then we've got our, you know, our kind of glass wall, I guess you could call it, and our cameras to make it look like a studio. And I think that looks really good. And then of course you've got the second render, which is the same thing except a different camera, and I think that looks really sharp. So what do we think of that? That's our paint scheme for the day. So let's get some ratings or some thoughts or something. Obviously, YT Man has given it an 8 out of 10, and I appreciate that, because obviously when you've only got 10, it's hard to really, because obviously it's 10% increase to give it 9, 10% decrease to give it 7. So it's hard to give it an accurate reading. But I let's say it this way: I'm satisfied with an 8 out of 10 on any paint scheme. I love getting 8s out of 10. 7 is okay-ish, 6 is okay. Anything below a 6 is terrible to me. I don't really like getting 6s, or 5s and 4s and 3s and 2s and 1s. But I do like getting ratings that are above a 6 or a 5, I guess. But no lower than a 6 most of the time. Otherwise, I'm not satisfied with my work anymore. So, yeah, that's what we've got for this car. Hopefully, there was a chance that you guys enjoyed the video, the stream. If you did enjoy it, 9 out of 10. Glad to hear it. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the stream, make sure to leave a like. Obviously, I would really appreciate that, because it does take some work to do these, but obviously you don't have to if you didn't enjoy it, because that's technically lying. Lying's not really cool. So don't do that, but thanks for watching again. I really appreciate that. We've had a lot of people enjoying these streams lately, and I really am glad. Anybody that wants to submit a new channel art banner for the channel, the IronXiron rebranding is now accepting on my Discord, linked in the description. submissions for the channel art design. It doesn't have to be a paint scheme, but some people are doing paint schemes, some people are doing hand drawings. You can do whatever. You could just do a logo design or a wallpaper. Anything you want, submit it. If it's made by you and it's not like copyrighted by somebody else, feel free to submit it on my Discord, linked in the description, and you can possibly have your design on my channel art for the next couple weeks or months. I don't know how long I'm going to keep it. Depends on if I rebrand or something. Not like the name, but rebrand the logos or something, because I'm not super satisfied with the IX logo. It kind of looks like a 9 Roman numeral, but whatever. It's not terrible, so we're going to try it. Maybe it'll work pretty well. So again, thank you all so much for watching. Really appreciate it. See you guys probably tonight for some Among Us. If you guys want to watch that, it's probably going to be like 7:30, 8 o'clock that we start that. And then we'll probably do that for half an hour. Not super long, but just enough that you guys can enjoy it, kind of participate and interact a little bit more. So again, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I say that a lot, but I really do appreciate when you guys tune in. So thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Peace out. Actually, that sounded weird. Peace out. I like did a really high pitch peace out. Whatever. I'm just going OCD over myself now. Peace out.